Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today let's do a small Q&A on Sparkle. This will mainly be about her meta strength and how valuable she might be on your account, depending on the characters you have and the teams you want to play. As always, pool value is not everything. If you really like a character, just get the character. I just don't want you to get the character and then regret it because she doesn't fit your teams or she doesn't fit your account or whatever. Anyways, let's get started. Question 1. What is the strength of Sparkle in the current meta? Sparkle is a pretty solid support. Right now Sparkle is kinda in the backseat because hypercarry teams are on the backseat. Because everyone is playing Firefly with Super Break and Akron with Tuna Herities. And Sparkle doesn't fit in those teams normally. You can play Sparkle in Akron teams, but the average player will play Akron with Tuna Herities and a Sustainer. In Pure Fiction you can play Akron, Tuna Herities and Sparkle if you know what you're doing and if you don't die. And if you reset enough. But Sparkle is still Sparkle, and when hypercarries come into the spotlight again, and trust me, they will, Sparkle will also shine once again. So she's always nice to have if you want to play a traditional crit DPS. So it really depends on what characters you have or what team archetypes you enjoy playing. Anyways, question 2. How much is an improvement is Sparkle if you already have a Bronya? Sparkle is almost always an upgrade over Bronya. First of all, Sparkle gives more crit damage with her skill than what Bronya gives with her ultimate. Sparkle will also give a small team-wide damage boost with one of her talents, so even in dual DPS, she will help out. Like, I would not recommend her if you play dual DPS over someone like Ron May, but Sparkle does give the damage bonus, which is not talked about that much. For characters like Danhang, Imbibe Lune and QQ, Sparkle is very comfy to use as well. You can use Bronya where you use like a DPS normal attack and Bronya skill and DPS skill combo, the good old slow Bronya. But in my opinion that is incredibly cringe to play. Bronya has to be 1 speed slower than your DPS, so it's very cringe to speed tune. And also things can go wrong in your runs as well. For example, if the enemy pushes you back by attacking or like reduces your speed or frees you, it is a reset. It is such a headache to play. So I would rather prefer Sparkle over Bronya there. And a lot of people play Bronya with Jingliu. Yeah, it works, but you are always using a skill on Jingliu without Bronya's buff, which is not worth it because you are losing so much damage. For example, a very popular Jingliu team is with slow Bronya. That means Bronya goes just after Jingliu and pulls her back, which helps you to enter Jingliu's crazy state fast. But you lose 1 skill with Bronya's buff instead. And also you can't ult casually between turns as well because you lose Bronya's buff. So let me explain. So in these teams, Jingliu goes first because she is a little bit faster than Bronya and she skills. And Bronya pulls Jingliu back up and Jingliu skills again. And then Jingliu enters the crazy mode and then she loses Bronya's buff because now it counts as an extra turn. And then when Jingliu does the crazy skill in her crazy mode, she loses Bronya's buff. So yeah, Sparkle can fix that though. And also when characters attack in between turns with a follow-up attack for example, where you can't plan it, Sparkle helps again. Because Sparkle's crit damage buff lasts until the character's next turn. For example, she will always buff Jingyuan's Lightning Lord and Blade's follow-up attack. Jingyuan our general. So yeah, for these reasons, if you like playing these teams, I would always recommend Sparkle over Bronya. For context, I have a built E5 Bronya, and I play my E0 S0 Sparkle over Bronya every time. I am free to play by the way, somehow I always get Bronya. Anyways, yeah, those are the 2 main questions I see when I hear about Sparkle, so I wanted to talk about this. I might do more of these kinds of videos on reruns in the future actually. Hopefully, if you were on the fence about pulling her, I helped you to make up your mind. Anyways, I hope your pulls go well and make sure to come by my Twitch and say hi and ask me anything directly. Like, comment and subscribe and I will see you guys next time. Peace.